So the next health data set or data source that we can use focuses on cancer and how we can look at where the cancer rates are high in various areas around the country. It was developed by NCI, or the National Cancer Institute Surveillance, Epidemiology, and End Results Program. And you can go to their Explorer there, look at their FAST stats. This is good background information if you're trying to prevent a particular disease, kind of tell us what's out there in terms of what the prevalence is. So I tend to go to statecancerprofiles.cancer.gov as a place to sometimes start. And you can go to individual states and look at various patterns there, or you can just go to like incidents and then interactive maps and then choose the entire United States. We can do it by county or by state. By county may lead to some counties not having full information because a county needs to have, I believe, at least 5 events in the period of time that's being looked at. So more years gives you more hits, and more counties gives you more hits. So if you were to use a state, you're more likely to get an estimate. But county gives us more resolution of what's out there. So we can go to by county and by cancer rates. We can look at lung cancer because that's really common here in Kentucky. We can look at the incidence of it, whether it's like stage 1A or stage 4, which is the worst case scenario. But we can look at all stages. You can also look at mortality, who's dying from it. We'll go to incidence. These are new cases. We'll look at all races. As you start using different demographic groups, you're going to narrow the data set so you may not get hits because, again, you need enough cases to actually get a hit. But we'll do all races. I'm going to do all age groups, both sexes, and we're going to do the latest 5-year average. We can switch this from quantiles to say we want 6 instead of quintiles or quartiles. So we'll leave it at 5 for now. It's got this red, yellow, blue color scheme. I can generate a map and visually see what's going on. And you can usually see Kentucky just glow. You can almost trace the whole state on here. Kentucky is really, really the worst when it comes to lung cancer related mortality. But the central Appalachian region in general, I mean parts of southern Ohio, eastern Kentucky is where a lot of tobacco is also historically grown, no longer grown there. So real nasty disease in this region of the United States. You can export the data, and when we do that, it gives us a CSV file. I have to show it in my Finder so I can tell it to open it with a program like Microsoft Excel, because otherwise it'll try to open it with something else. So I'm opening it on another screen right now, and here it comes. So here is the lung cancer data for the United States, and we can see we got FIPS code there. So if you've used county health rankings and roadmaps, you can imagine we can merge them based upon FIPS code, and we can see across the entire United States. There's the U.S. and here's the U.S. rates, which is, I believe, 57.3 cases per 100,000 people per the 5-year period, I believe. If we were to search this and sort from largest to smallest, it'll tell us which counties are the worst in the United States and which ones are the best. So if I can do it correctly, we'll see. So these are the best, and then we can get down here to the worst. Some counties there's not enough data, or there's only one case. So where are the worst? So Union County, Florida; Owsley County, Kentucky; Breathitt County, Kentucky; Galax City; Knox County, it's Barberville; Floyd County, Prestonsburg; Hazard. So a fair number of these: Powell County, Hart County, Edmonson County, fair number of them are here in Kentucky. A lot of them are, these top 50 at least, are right here, not far from Eastern Kentucky University. So it tells us over here whether or not, based on previous data, if the number is falling or stable. We can see which ones, if there are any, that are rising in the United States. We can sort by stable versus rising. So lung cancer overall seems to be stable or falling pretty much throughout the entire United States. So less tobacco related or less cigarettes and stuff like that in society might be helping us keep lung cancer at bay. So that's all for the lung cancer. We can also look at screening and risk factors. So we can look at smoking. You can look at like colorectal cancer. So we can look at ever smokers or current smokers, and we can generate a map for that. We can also download a CSV file. You can see up there in the upper plain states, the Native American populations and this culture, the people working up there. Smoking is still much more prevalent in that part of the United States. Very prevalent on the northern region of Michigan relative to the rest of the United States. These prevalence numbers have come down over the years, but when we're comparing current rates by quintile in this case, the ones in red are the ones that are the highest, and this is the percent of respondents ever smoking that are adults 18 and up, and the ones that are in red are where over half the adults in that county have smoked. So you see the Mississippi Delta region, fair amount in the Central Appalachian region of southeast Ohio, West Virginia, and then parts of eastern Kentucky. So that is state cancer profiles. Again, there's all kinds of other types of cancers you can look at. Look at bladder cancer. It used to be really common in like New Jersey and parts in the east or whatever. It was associated with a certain, I guess, dye industry, if I remember right. So it's still very prevalent in the northeastern United States. A lot of counties, there's not enough cases of it, but very prevalent up here for some reason. So, but some things are scattered all over the United States. So that is the state cancer profiles, courtesy of the National Cancer Institute Surveillance, Epidemiology, and End Results program. Enjoy.